Hello friends, welcome to my channel Basic Life Science. So today we'll learn about the fork line method for phenotypic and genotypic ratio calculation, some tricks for easy calculations, and we will solve some genetics problems. So let's take a small preview about what I will discuss today. So these are the slides. Now let's start. Today's discussion. So this is the fork line method. If in the questions they have asked you to cross between these two genotype, that is capital R small r capital Y small y, then how can we do it very easily and we will get the genotypic ratio also and the phenotypic ratio also. So now let's do it. So now we have to cross between these two. We will make the Punnett square of capital R small r capital R small r. We'll take this and we will get the probabilities 1 by 4 RR, 1 by 2 capital R small r, and 1 by 4 smaller. And here also the same, 1 by 4 capital Y, 1 by 2 capital Y small y, and 1 by 4 small y. So now let's write R in this way, and for every there is 3 y, then we will cross it. 4 into 4 16, 4 into 2 8, 4 into 4 16, like that the ratios goes on, and these are the genotypic ratios that we got. 1 is to 2 is to 1, 2 is to 4 is to 2, and 1 is to 2 is to 1. So now let's see the next thing. So what is the probability that each of the following pairs of parents will produce the indicated offspring? Now the question is this: if you can do it, you can try it, then we will solve it. You can pause the video and try it, and then we will solve it. So we'll see some tricks. Now for solving this kind of maths, we first should know this thing, that is, if we cross between homozygous dominant and homozygous dominant, we will get everything in ratio of 1. That is, we will get only one phenotype and one genotype. If we cross between homozygous dominant and heterozygous, we will get a ratio of 1 by 2. That is, we will get capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A 2 by 4, and capital A, capital A small a 2 by 4. That is, we will get two type of genotype and one type of phenotype. If we cross between homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive, then we will again get this one. And if we cross between heterozygous and heterozygous, we will get that ratio of 1 by 4, and this is 2 by 4, and again the smallest a is 1 by 4. So now let's solve the questions. So we have learned this, that is homozygous into homozygous is 1, homozygous dominant into heterozygous we get the ratio of half, homozygous dominant into homozygous recessive we will get 1, homozygous, no, not homozygous, heterozygous into heterozygous we will get 1 by 4, 1 by 2, and 1 by 4 ratio. So now let's solve this kind of problems. If we cross between these two genotype, we have to cross this thing individually. So capital A and small a both are homozygous. So we should get 1. So here the probability that after crossing between capital A and small a we will get capital A small a is 1. Then we will cross between capital B and small b, then the probability that we will get capital B small b is 1. we know that if we cross between homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive, we every time get one type of genotype only, that is 1. Now capital C and small c, we get again 1. So the possibility becomes 1. So now let's do the second one. If we cross between A and capital A small a, so it is homozygous and it is heterozygous. We have to see what we'll get. Homozygous into heterozygous, this. Homozygous into heterozygous, we get probability of half. Then heterozygous into heterozygous, so we will get this kind of ratios. So small b, the ratio will be again 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Now capital C and capital C small c means heterozygous into heterozygous. The chances that we'll get capital C is 1 by 4. Let's see the answer. It is this. So we can do the third one also. In here also we are crossing between heterozygous into heterozygous. So we will get the ratio of 1 by 2. Then heterozygous into heterozygous, and we also want to know the heterozygous we will get. So it is again 1 by 2, like that 1 by 2, and I get 1 by 8. Here 1 by 2. This is the probability that we will get heterozygous. It's the probability that we will get heterozygous. So now cross between small a and capital A. It is again, it is homozygous recessive and homozygous dominant. So we'll get 1. Then again this is heterozygous and this is heterozygous cross heterozygous, then the chances of getting heterozygous is half. We can see it here, yeah, it is half. And then capital C and small c, that is homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive is 1, so we get the ratio of half. So probability that each of the following pair of parent will produce the identical indicated offspring is, here the probability is 1, that is all will be the capital A small a, capital B small b, and capital C small c. And here the chances is that among 32 1 will be this. Here also in 8 the probability that 1 will be this, and here also there is half probability that we will get this. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is, how many possible phenotype and genotype and gametes if you have the crossing of this? So after this kind of crossing, what are the phenotypes and genotypes and gametes we will get? And the next question is also the same. They have asked the phenotypes and genotypes. So how can we do this? There are some tricks or some mathematical thing that we'll see. So now n means number of heterozygote. So if they ask you about the number of different gametes, then it is 2 to the power n. If the phenotypic combination, that is the phenotypes they have asked in that question, that is phenotypes, then the formula is 2 to the power n. Genotypic combination, then 3 to the power n, and total combination, that is how many combination you will get, is 4 to the power n. Now if they are asked to cross this, that is the genotype is this, we have to see the number of heterozygote. So here the number of heterozygote is capital A small a is heterozygous and capital B small b is heterozygous. So the n is the number of heterozygote is 2. So in place of n we will write 2, and we will get this. Then here also if the genotype is this, Here the number of heterozygote is 1. Capital B is homozygote, that is the same. So in place of n we have written 1. So the number of gamete we will get after this is 2. The number of phenotypic combination we will get is 2. So if we cross between this capital A and capital B, then we will get the genotypic combination 3 and total combination of 4. That is a different combinations. Now if the genotype is this, then number of heterozygote is 1, 2, 3. So in place of n we will write 3, and we will get 2 to the power 3 is 8, 2 to the power 3 8, that is 8 phenotypic combination, 8 different gamete, and genotypic combination will be very high, it is 27, and total kind of combination that we will get is 64. If the genotype is this, then number of heterozygote, that is 2, then in place of n we have written 2, and number of different gametes will get this, and phenotypic combination this, genotypic combination this, and total combination this. So now we can do the mathematical thing very well. Let's see. They have asked you to cross between A, capital B, and capital C. So this is the selfing, and do we know how many gametes we'll get? So the n is 0 here, there is no heterozygote, so it is 0. Then 2 to the power 0 equal to 1, so there will be one kind of phenotype, one kind of gamete, and one kind of genotype. Now the next one, that is the cross between capital A small a, capital B small b, capital C small c. Heterozygote, that is n is 1, 2, 3. N is the number of heterozygote. So the cross between this will form 2 to the power 3. In place of n we have to write the number of n, that is number of heterozygote, we have to write in place of n this 3. So we'll get 8, 8, and genotype 3 to the power 3, 27. If you have forgotten, let's see again. Number of different gamete is 2 to the power n, phenotypic combination is 2 to the power n, genotypic combination is 3 to the power n, and total combination is 4 to the power n. So here the genotypic combination is 3. Now let's see the next one. Next one is also like that. It is 1 and is 2, that is n equal to 2. Then 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2. Here n equal to 1, that is 1 heterozygote, these two are homozygote. So we are getting the phenotype 1, 1, and 3. Now in the next question they have asked about crossing. These all are the selfing thing, and now they have asked about crossing between two different genotype. So how can we solve this kind of problem? Now we have to again summarize it in this slide, that the homozygous dominant and homozygous dominant we get every phenotype 1 and genotype also one type of genotype only. Here we get one type of phenotype but two type of genotype. Here in homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive we get one type of phenotype and one type of genotype. In heterozygous and heterozygous we get two type of phenotype and three type of genotype. So here if we cross between capital A capital A capital A and capital A small a, what kind of phenotype we will get? We will get one type of phenotype. So we have written 1. If we cross between capital B small b and capital B, we get one type of phenotype. So it is 1. And then genotype we will get two type of genotype. This is the cross between heterozygous and homozygous. Let's see the heterozygous and homozygous thing. So this is homozygous dominant and this is heterozygous. So you can see we will get one type of phenotype and two different type of genotype. They have done it this, one type of phenotype and two type of genotype. Now if it is like this, capital A, capital A, small a and capital A, small a, then it is cross between two heterozygote. After cross between two heterozygote, what we get? We get two type of phenotype and three type of genotype. So two type of phenotype and three type of genotype. Like this, the maths you can do it now by yourself. So this like this. So the video ends here. You can subscribe to my channel if it is giving you a little help, and I will upload some more videos that will give you help in your study. So you can comment, you can like, share. Thank you for watching my video, and you can like, share, and please press on the bell icon so that you get notification of my new uploaded video. Thank you.